Hi everyone, welcome back to House of Fevi. I'm going to be showing you how I made this beautiful, lovely loop top. Stay tuned. So this is the pattern. You remember our Natalie Bray pattern. If you don't know how to draft this pattern, just go and watch the video. So here, first, before you start drafting your tube, it is basically a tube dress. First, you need to start by increasing the dart measurement and lowering the underarm point so that it doesn't stick directly under the armpit. You can come down by half inch, 1 inch, 2 inches, as low as you want it to be. So when you come down at the underarm points, you increase the dart measurement. So from the end of the dart line, you come out by half an inch. The purpose of this is to increase the darts because it makes the chest area to be firm. So by increasing the dart, the chest area would become very firm. It would taper very nicely on the chest, and the chest area won't open up. So increase the dart to tighten the chest area. Now we are connecting the darts again from the 2 cm we came down by under the bust line straight up to the shoulder line, and now we have our new dart line. So you just connect from the underarm point to the new dart line, and then from the new dart line to the center front. I'm just going to make a nice curve here so it curves nicely instead of the pointy edge. You can do this chest area as you please. You can come down at the center front by 1 inch, 2 inches if you want the center front to go deep. But this we don't want it to go deep, so we just make use of the center front the way it is. Now ensure that you also come down at the underarm point for the back piece with the same 1 inch or half inch, so that when you join it together it will start from the same point. Here I just reconnected the dart line so you can see it very clearly. Now our dart is very clear and visible for us to understand, and this is very easy. It's just a simple um tube dress. Now moving on to the back piece. As we know, the back is going to be looped. Now I'm just marking out um the opening at the back. We know the loop dress always has this opening at the back. And here I did 2.5 inches from the center back line. 2.5. You can do 3 inches for depending on how open or wide you want the back to be. If you don't want it to be too wide, you could do just 2 inches. Before you cut the chest area, ensure to close up the dart. You don't just cut it straight. Ensure you close the darts before cutting out the line for the chest area. If you want to understand this pattern, you need to watch the video I did on how to draft this pattern. So you add your sewing allowance for the chest line, half-inch sewing allowance, or 1 cm sewing allowance, whichever one you like. And you'd notice that after closing the shoulder dart, the line the line won't be as you drafted it when it was um on flat. Now just make sure to reconnect that line and then put your seam allowance before cutting it out. I'll just go ahead and put the seam allowance all through to the back, and make sure the back piece and the front piece is on the same level at the underarm points. Now here I went ahead to cut out the fabric using the paper, and I have ironed out the hairstay. Just go ahead and join every piece together. You join in every piece, and this is what it looks like. This is the end result after joining. We can see how nicely and neat it came out. Very nice, very neat. This is very easy. It's not that difficult. It's so easy. Just make sure you understand the basics. So now measure out the waist area from end to end, because this is where you're going to be attaching the down part of the dress. Maybe your fillet or straight skirt or whatever you want to attach. It could be pants. So here in this case we are going to make use of we're going to attach fillet at the down part of our top. So I'm just marking out 3 inches here. Depending on how you folded your fillet, but I'm going to make use of 3 inches for this measurement. Now after putting the waist measurement for the flare, you take the length, that's the dress length now. So this is the knee length. You mark it out. You mark out the length you are working with. You mark it out round so you get the same circle effect around the dress. I placed the tape at first at the waist line to get the length of the dress. Then to get that circle curve shape, I placed it at the tip of the fabric where I placed it for the waist line, so that I can get that perfect curve. I went ahead to use the fabric to also cut out the net, the undernet for the dress. This would make the dress to stand and not fall. It would help it to stand firm. Yeah, after joining the flare, the dress to the upper part of the dress, you can make any embellishments you want or add any beads design, trimmings, and whatever you choose. So here I trimmed out the lace which I use for the upper part. I'm just going to tack it on this one by one. You go all the way around the flare to decorate it. First, you pin it down. You pin everything down to pin it, tack it down. You can actually make use of fabric glue to glue it to the dress or hand stitch. Wow, so this is it. It's very lovely, very beautiful. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share to your friends. Thank you very much for watching. If you stayed up to this part of the video, I appreciate. Thanks so much. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, like and share. Thanks so much. Bye bye.